I'm trying to figure out ways to make like these small 1% changes better in my life. As you can see, no, you still can't see because you couldn't see the corkboard. On the back of my door, I had like a movie checklist. It would essentially, it was movies coming out for the next 3 months. Movies from 2020 I haven't seen yet. Movies from 2021 I haven't seen yet. Movies that I bought on Blu-ray and DVD up there that I haven't watched yet, but they're on the shelf. And then there's movies on my bookshelf of Blu-rays and DVDs, like 700 Blu-rays and DVDs. Movies that I haven't watched completely, like they may be from a box set, or they may be just I put them on in the background and I just didn't really care that much. Movies like that I am doing. But then I also added like masterclass courses I want to do and TV series I want to watch. And I started culling the TV series and then moving them into a different document. At one point I just brought I printed out like what I called a TV show tracker. Basically, it was the TV show. Imagine like, what am I watching at the moment? WandaVision, right? Let's say it's WandaVision. WandaVision, limited series, Disney Plus. And then it would be like a table, and it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 9. And I just highlighted after every episode that I watched, like just to track my progress. How far am I into the show? How many episodes are there? Am I doing quite well for the show? Who knows? Who's to really say? And one thing I noticed, I think, upon reflecting on doing that, I think I only did like the TV show tracker. I've done that for like since, October. October was the first month I did it. One thing I think I've just noticed in hindsight, productivity went way down just because it was very addictive to just watch a TV show. Watch an episode and you go, 22 minutes, cross that off. It's just, oh yeah, they brought it up in like Atomic Habits. Is like, oh yeah, this guy started making $5 million in sales because he kept moving after every call. He would move one paperclip and put it in the next jar. It was just a satisfying action for him. So I figured that highlighting TV shows was satisfying enough to me that it was becoming addictive. So what I've done instead is I have just put it in a folder on my shelf. It is no longer on the back of my door. It is just there. I'll be honest, it's just there. And the amount of TV I've watched in the past week may have just been three episodes of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. When you would compare to like what it would be beforehand, and I probably would have watched a season of television in that time. Whereas now it's just kind of like, oh yeah, I watched 3 episodes of Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Plus I've only watched 3 movies so far this month, this is the 5th, starting from the 1st, which 2 I watched on the same day. And I just watched one last night. Like, it's just slowed me down. I've just slowed it down. I'm able to just focus on working and being productive more, trying to get those little 1% things just to tick it over and tick it over. Wow, keeping this chair upright has actually made me more energetic. Another life hack. I probably will never pay attention to this bit. But when you come back to my podcast next time, I will probably be leaning in the chair again. Don't hesitate or worry about that. I haven't forgotten about that bit. Oh, we're nearly at 30 minutes on the recorder. I have to turn the camera off and we'll start again. All right. Okay. What are we talking about? Going to the movies at night and 1% habits. It's just, I think that's just one of the, if I can recommend someone trying to make a positive change, going to the movies at night is a positive change I think one can make. At the very least, you don't have to you drive to the place, you watch 20 minutes of ads, and you drive home. Even if you like arriving at the cinema at like, oh, the movie starts at 7:10, you arrive at 7:10. You were sitting in your seat at 7:10. There's still 40 to 45 minutes depending on where you live. Like, let's say you live 10 minutes from the nearest cinema. That's still 40 minutes you're leaving an extra in the day. Like, if you think about it, if you wanted to go see like Tenet, right? Tenet's 2.5 hours. But to actually watch it in the cinemas, you have to put aside about 4 hours of time because you just need to organize. All right, I'm going to get ready to go to the movies. I will drive to the cinema. I will watch the advertisements. I'll watch the movie. I will drive home. That's like, add that all up. That's well over 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours at best. Whereas if you do that during the day, that's either a whole morning plus your lunch, or B, your entire afternoon. Which are, look, I can think of more productive afternoons than just watching Tenet. Obviously, Tenet's involved somehow, but you just don't spend it all on Tenet. Um, yeah, and that's it's just I think those it's always going back to self help, right? It's just those small 1% things that I think will make a difference to anyone who just tries to change or shift things a little bit. Like I used to do platypus reviews. I would make movie reviews on YouTube. I think what I'm pivoting to now is just TikTok and Instagram Reel, and maybe I'll put it on YouTube. I don't really know. Um, it's just about making enough stuff and throwing it up there and seeing what lands. Maybe.